everybody hear me? All right, one more check. Can everybody hear me now?
Yeah.
Hey, so good morning. I'm Major General Maria Gervais. I kind of wear two hats right now. I'm the Deputy Commanding General for Combined Arms Center Training, and then I'm also the Synthetic Training Environment Cross-Functional Team. And so what we're going to do here today is talk to you a little bit about the synthetic training environment, but more specifically, we want to focus in on one of our lines of effort known as One World Terrain. And I have here with me, I have Brigadier General Sloan, who is the PEO for this SRI down in Orlando. I have Mr. Kurt Thomas, who's going to help me with the technical discussion on this. And then also the PM, Colonel Barnador, is here also. I have my Chief of Staff for the cross-functional team is here in the front row. So really they're here to answer all of those real tough questions that they have. But just so you know, the synthetic training environment cross-functional team, we are a cross-cutting cross-functional team. We are aligned to the 6th modernization priority, which is the soldier lethality modernization priority, and we work very closely with all of the other CFTs because what we have seen is training is the backbone for what we're going to do with the entire modernization strategy, and also the backbone as we're looking at it for the multi-domain operations. So can I go ahead and go to the next slide? So, there we go. Oh, there you go, thanks. So I want to focus on one of what we think is our most critical lines of effort, and that is One World Terrain. So what is One World Terrain? One World Terrain is going to be able to provide us, one, the 3D terrain with the right replication of the operational environment so units can train. And so if you take a look at the 5-phase workflow that is up there, let me just kind of tell you what it is we want to do, what we're trying to achieve. We want to be able to pull down any terrain data wherever it comes from. Wherever it comes from, whether that's from an ISR platform, whether that's from a commercial satellite, whether that's from any other collection form, we want to take that data. We want to move to step 2. We want to be able to process that data very quickly. So that could be somewhere that is already mapped, terrain that's already mapped, being able to pull it down and process it. Be able to put it into our simulations, our training simulators. So processing is very important to us. Now, if terrain is not available, we want to go out and be able to capture it very quickly and then process it and put it into our simulators. But I'm going to tell you something else we're trying to do with it. We're going to have to store it. We're going to have to distribute it. And then when you see that last number 5, application, to me, application means we're able to put that into our any game engine. It has to be game engine agnostic, so it can go into our simulators. We want to be able to also have applications where it's able to be quickly ingested into our mission command information systems so that it can be rapidly utilized. And you have to ask yourself, why are we doing this? Okay, because I've been told terrain is already out there. We've been mapping the Earth. We've been capturing terrain for a long time. But guess what? We have not been able to use that terrain here in the past. Okay, number 1, our systems are proprietary. They all use terrain differently, and we're spending too much time trying to create the 3D content so that we can use it, whether it's in our air and ground platforms or whether it goes into our constructed environment, our big warfighters. It's not the same. We want 3D terrain that's built on commercial standards that we can quickly capture, process, store it, distribute it, and then it goes into any application that we need. That's our concept. That's what we're trying to do. And so we're trying to overcome some of the challenges right now we have with our terrain and in our simulators, but we see a lot of operational use cases, from simulations to mission planning to mission rehearsal exercises, all the way down to threat area analysis. We think the possibilities are endless. Okay, so right now we're focused on training, but doesn't have tactical and operational use. We think it does. So I'm going to shut up real quick, and I'm going to show you a video. So that video can help you understand what we're trying to do. Because essentially, we want to go from a manual process to an automated process that is responsive to commanders' needs so that they are able to quickly capture the terrain and use that quickly. So sir, can you roll the video?
One-World Terrain is part of the U.S. Army synthetic training environment, which seeks to revolutionize the way our soldiers prepare for complex threats and operations. This research is built on a 5-phase workflow that goes from the collection of data to its final application. Many key advancements will occur in Step 2, the processing phase, which is all about taking source data and turning it into models that serve the mission. In this video, we'll see how classification, segmentation, and modelization will make 3D models even more useful for small unit decision makers. When real environments are turned into virtual environments, they don't yet have the attributes that make them useful in training and simulation. Terrain data needs to be rendered into classified objects, and those classified objects make up segments such as buildings, trees, or the ground. This is classification and segmentation, the process that gives 3D models the attributes that interactive simulation experiences, physics models, and artificial intelligence need to provide automated capabilities. In short, the attributes created during classification and segmentation make recreated environments more interactive. Now, munitions can destroy walls, indirect fire can gouge the ground. The attributes can also be fed into procedural systems to automate the generation of high-quality 3D models. This is the modelization process. Modelization can be used to replace low-quality data, create rich interiors, and improve or supplement real data sets with realistic, spatially driven geotypical buildings. The process starts with a base model generated from source data. The user manually segments a few buildings and trees as training data for the machine to learn how, and then the segmentation algorithm features. After viewing the segmented rows, the user makes corrections as needed to the training data. If needed, roof styles, building footprints, building types, material types, and window and door locations can also be extracted. Finally, 3D meshes generated early in the processing phase are segmented. Now, these layers have the attributes needed for use in a simulation engine. This process is becoming more and more automated through state-of-the-art machine learning and computer vision algorithms. While it is possible to generate 3D models directly from the source imagery, sometimes these models are too low quality for ground-based simulation and training applications. However, the attributes derived from the source imagery or point clouds, such as building footprints, material types, colors, aperture locations, and more, can be fed into procedures to automatically generate a high-resolution building model that closely replicates the building's true features and dimensions. Building generation scripts can also make the facades look more realistic. These scripts scale to generate buildings at various levels of fidelity, are fully customizable, and can be driven by categorical attributes such as house, church, industrial, and many others. Modelization software can also incorporate additional data, such as open source data, to improve the models. Additionally, with the procedurally generated version of the building, derived attributes can be used as clues to generate realistic interior layouts. In the end, these gaming quality assets are ready for use in a variety of runtimes. One-World Terrain research will keep outputs from being tied to any specific simulation or rendering technology, which is important because platform-agnostic tools can reach a broader training audience. Ultimately, advances in geospatial data processing and creation will give ground units a robust toolset for decision-making. With it, they will be able to make real-time decisions using accurate, real-world, geo-specific virtual environments at a level of interactive quality never seen before. One-World Terrain, supporting the future of Army training.
Can you put the slide that I started with? Go back one, please. So, one more, please. So before I get off the slide, I'm going to give you the progress that's been made to date and what we're looking at. And then I'm going to turn it over to Kurt Thomas to talk some of the technical challenges that are with this. But we see 3D terrain generation and content as the future, as you kind of saw on this video. But these pictures right here, you know, we need the inside of buildings, we need subterranean, we need the outside physical structure, because soldiers have got to be able to train. We are currently doing the soldier touch point #1 for the integrated visual augmentation system at Fort Pickett. These are the terrain captures that was done in preparation for that terrain. Because, go to the next slide now. I'm sorry. One more? Okay. So the reason we want to get this is we want this terrain to be as realistic as possible. Move from a manual process, kind of painting, having to line things up, to doing more automated terrain features. And so what you've kind of seen here is on the bottom are the kind of the more realistic captures that we've been able to take and ingest into our simulations. This picture right here was from the 7th Special Forces group that used this technology out at NTC to capture this before a mission, and then they were able to bring it in and they put it straight into their, you see ATAC, their TAC, their mission command system. We've also been able to show that it could go into JCR, so Blue Force Tracker. We've also shown that it can easily go into Net Warrior and also into command post community environment, but we still got a lot of work to do on this. And so what we see is, you know, we want to get to that 3D terrain, so tactical and training, so we, no kidding, can get to being able to train as we will fight. And so this is one of the ones that we see as a game changer and as a big focus, and we are on glide path to have to deliver this in FY21. Okay, but the chief has just given us a mandate on 11 February that said, accelerate this effort, let's get it out to the field, and let's start making use of this, because he sees it as a game changer. So what I'm gonna do, because we need your help, and look, you guys have been listening to me for 2.5 years, and you have been getting after it, because when I go see industry partners, I see the things you're doing, and you're working in this direction. And so there's still some things we have to overcome, and so Kurt Thomas is going to lay those out and ask for your help as we do this, and then I'll finish it up with what we're getting ready. Oh.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. My name is Kurt Thomas. I'm one of the chief engineers for this team. We're going to walk through some of our tougher challenges and we'd like you to partner beside us to help. We talked a bit, covered it, and there's also the video, the new sensor data that we're collecting from sources we haven't traditionally collected from. So as we get those 3D data in, as you can see from some of the pictures in the video, it's different. It's a terrain scan on it. And so for simulation, what we have to do is we have to turn extra terrain scan into data that can be reasoned on. And so to take that and do that classification and segmentation, so what is a building, what is a road network, we need to take advantage of new technologies such as machine learning, artificial intelligence. And not only just take advantage of those to hit the automation we need to process the world, but we need to take advantage of being able to do it efficiently and fast so that we can turn around and provide that even in areas where we don't have a lot of processing power. Another area that we would like for you guys to help us on is we're taking a whole bunch of data from different sources, different sensors, and we tying it all into one globe. So we have to geo-reference that. And while we've come a long way in geo-referencing over the years, we still have vertical and horizontal offsets. And now as we get closer and closer to that end state, that accuracy, being able quickly to pin down those different terrain scans, we need to basically do that with AI, do it automatically. We also need help for more efficient navigation. So we're starting to add mega cities, look at adding those. We're adding subterranean to be able to do efficient, quick navigation across the different ones, the different simulations. Subterranean, we need ways to build the sewers, cave systems, and all the subterranean elements quickly and efficiently. new sensors, new procedure generation, new collection devices. As we get into 3D items, we need to be able to destroy things, and they need to stay destroyed, and they need to be realistically destroyed. So the weapon effects on the train skins. Interiors, we touched on that here. We need to make interiors that are relevant. They match as close as we can the real world, the areas of the real world, since we're doing the whole world, as efficiently and quickly as possible. And then we touched on this before, but the automation piece is really an area that we need to dive deep. Processing is probably one of our harder use cases. We need to do things efficiently in distribution for the transport layer, but processing is where we see most of the areas that you could help us with. I'm going to go ahead and open it up for questions.
So team, just to give you an idea, we have been working some of this through our currently ongoing other transactional authority, which we awarded last year. We're getting ready to have a user assessment next month. Next month, where we're going to take a look at these, what we've seen so far, and I'm pretty impressed with what I've seen. But number two, my material developer has been working on the contract to put the next contract out 31 May for this capability. So we're moving fast, and I know I've asked a lot of you, but quite frankly, I've seen it out there. So thank you very much. One, for listening to me for 2.5 years. Number two, for actually helping move this in the right direction. And so we'll take any questions. I think it's going to tell me I got like 2 minutes. 2 minutes for any questions, or if not, we're going to be around right after this. Okay.
So, I've been wondering, how does the simulated training, how does that fit with live and constructed training? Like, how do soldiers train on the STI and use the one world terrain in real life to train? How does that translate into walking and shooting and all of that?
Yeah, so that's a really great question, because what we want to do is have a live, virtual, and constructive environment. It's to be seamless and have the fair fight between all three of those environments. So we want the terrain to be the same terrain that you have in your mission command information systems, the same terrain that you're using at home station, the same terrain that you're using for mission rehearsal exercises to be able to do that. So if you go back, and right now on that last slide, you don't have to go back, sir, but on that last slide, one of the things we've already done is capture of like JRTC out in Fort Polk. Been able to capture inside of those buildings, working with Army Geospatial, also a commercial satellite that came over. So now take that back to home station. Having the ability to put that in your simulators before you ever step on that ground allows for the mission planning, rehearsal exercises to take place. Additionally, we would envision that this would have the ability to go into our constructed form. So you can almost do a complete exercise from the soldier on the ground, because we're out at Fort Pickett right now, and it'll be up in that soldier's headset, because that's live and augmented reality piece. So they will have that terrain, the virtual, so the simulators there on the ground platform, and then constructed. That's how we envision bringing all of that together. But what we really want to get to is, no kidding, we don't want training to be different. And right now we are different. And every time we're different, that means that's not something that's going to help us fight. So how do we close a loop that even operationally, tactically, as you're getting this terrain, it's coming back and feeding one, either the training, or the training is allowing you to do a mission rehearsal exercise, and then you're going to do your exercise. So we're actually kind of showing that right now, because that's exactly what we want to get at. We want it to be no different. Make sense?
Thank you very much.
All right. One more? No? He's saying no one. No one. Look, we'll be here. I'm getting the controls from the towers. So I will end this by saying again, we are moving fast. We've been challenged by the chief. I have no doubt we're going to meet that challenge because of all the participation and what I've seen from our great work from our industry partners. And I know that we have stretched with our schedule, with our timing on things, but the great thing is, we're going to deliver capability and put it in the hands of soldiers more often, quicker, so we can do a developmental ops and actually deliver capability much faster. And we can't do that without your help and everybody on the entire team, so thank you very much.
Thank you.
Man, the tower was when it must take me out. I had no idea. I appreciate you doing this.
Yeah, you're going to be talking with myself, Don.
You're training to fight in a high rise, but you don't have any constructed high rise or live high rise.
Right.
Training.